What's going on, everybody? It is your boy BOJ Banker Gerald here with another video update. Today is Tuesday, February the 1st in 2022. And for this first video we're going to do today, we're going to do a little sit down, and I'm just going to do a little chat, right? I'm just going to do a regular sit down and chat. It's going to be a BOJ Talks, all right? And in the last 24 to 48 hours, I've gotten a lot of questions. You know, when falling platforms happen, you know, people are asking questions like, BOJ, why do you keep doing this? Why do you still choose to get in Hyips and share your journey in Hyips? You know, why do you still do it? I'm going to answer that question for you guys right after I do this. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube that's showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more, nothing less. If you like this content, feel free to hit subscribe. You don't have to. But if you want to be notified about everything going on here at BOJ, hit the notification bell as well. But again, you don't have to. It is a choice that you have. And I'm going to stay right in that vein of choices that we all have as I'm talking about this next thing. So many people over the last couple days have asked me, hey, BOJ, you know, I know you say these platforms can be here today and gone tomorrow. I know you say invest at your own risk or deposit at your own risk, but never deposit anything you're not willing to lose. But I also want to ask you, why do you continue to promote Hyips? Why do you continue to advertise Hyips? And I have a simple answer for that simple question. My simple answer is that is just how we roll here at BOJ. That's the way we rolled from the beginning of BOJ. And I understand a lot of you are new. I understand I've gotten like almost 2,000 subscribers in the last few months. So some of you may not know what I've been on since May of last year. But what we do here is we find any platform that we can crank that crypto out of. I don't care if it's a hype. I don't care if it's a hedge fund. I don't care if it's a smart contract. If I like it, I'm going to add it to my own personal docket, and I'm going to talk about it. One thing that I want to be extremely clear about, and I will continue to be extremely clear about this. This is my journey. Now, just because people are watching and all that different stuff, people want to say, oh, well, you inspire people to do this, and you inspire people to do that. And people make decisions off of what you say. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor. There are reasons why I say this every single time I talk, on YouTube anyway. Because I really truly want people to understand I am documenting my journey. This is why I post so much, because things change in my journey. This is why I talk about the new platforms that I jump in, because I jump in new ones all the time. It's what I do. Okay, I'm in a new platform almost every week. When one falls off, we find another one and we get to cranking. That's how we do here at BOJ. So if that doesn't match where you are, that's perfectly fine. I hold no ill will. I hold no malice. To be honest with you, I really don't care if anybody joins me in any of these platforms. The deal is, this is my journey. Yes, people watch. Yes, people exercise their option to decide what hypes they want to get a part of. But understand that is 100% their choice. I may have people that reach out to me and, you know, ask me for advice. I tell them the same thing I tell y'all. You have to make a choice for yourself. Everything I do is right here on the YouTube channel. So if you ever want to see how I feel about something, watch the channel. If you ever want to see how I feel about a platform, or if I feel like it's going away or anything like that, watch the channel. Okay? Not that I don't mind getting a few emails every now and then. But I literally express myself right here because I do not have time to be expressing myself to everyone off camera. I just don't. So I hope that you guys respect that. On top of that, let's talk about the fact that I get emailed about new opportunities all the time. The first thing that I want to say to everyone that is a real person that sends me opportunities to look at, they say, oh, it's been running for a long time. It's been going for this long. It's been doing such great things. That's fantastic. I'm happy for you that you feel like you have found something. Here's my suggestion. Start a YouTube channel and start talking about it. Let that be the first thing you do before you contact me trying to get me to be in your downline and blow your team sky high. Because I know that's what you want. I mean, come on. We all disguise it as trying to share opportunities with people and this and that. I mean, even I get that I get referral commissions when I talk about platforms. I understand that. Some of you out there want a piece of that. Some of you out there want a piece of what BOJ can bring to your team. Trust me, I get it. I know how the game is played. But that means you got to start playing the game right. So reaching out to me is a part of networking. I get it. But I promise you, I do not look at a whole lot of opportunities that people send me. They have to come from the right people. If they're coming from random people that I've never met or people that say they watch me, I'm so grateful for the support. I really am. But 80% of the time, I'm not joining your platform. I'm not joining your program. I may look at it. And if it doesn't fit where I want to be right now, if it doesn't match what my goals are, I'm going to respectfully decline. But my suggestion to everyone that is reaching out to me and taking that time to reach out to me about platforms, and you have not started a YouTube channel to talk to the masses about it, if you're not ready to talk to the masses about it, don't bring it to me. Now, I understand also that people want my opinion on things because I've been looking at Hyips and different platforms for a long time, so they value my opinion. And if that's the case, then cool, I'll give you my opinion. I will. And those of you that have reached out to me know that sometimes I'll give them my opinion and I'll just be like, hey, it looks like it'll work great, but I'm not interested. However, this may be something you want to start a YouTube channel on and start talking about yourself. Especially if the market is unsaturated. Somebody told me yesterday, the market is not saturated in this. You could be talking about this. I said, probably. I probably could be talking about it. And if I'm interested, I'll let you know. But really, if people have enough time to send me an email with their link in it and PDFs and all this stuff, they have enough time to get on the computer, pull up Zoom or StreamYard or something, and start telling people about their experiences. So I say all of this to say, this is just a free talk from BOJ. Right now, it is February the 1st, 2022. And just yesterday, we had some falling platforms go down, right? We still have platforms that are still paying just fine. That is going to happen. We're not going to have every platform on our docket last and go the distance. That's not how this works. To be honest with you, we're lucky if we get a batch ID in the first day that we're involved in the platform. We're lucky if we get a batch ID at all. Some platforms run strictly on saved, and you may get a payment, you may not. And I feel like a lot of you out there have experienced a lot of that. So the reason why you're following me is because you're seeing something out of these platforms that I'm in that you may not have seen in platforms that you joined on your own merits. And that's fine, because I was the same way. I needed guidance. I needed somebody to help me find these platforms that were out here that are paying, even if they're paying for a little while. Because 90% of these platforms out here ain't paying at all. And some of those platforms that ain't paying at all, people have been sending me. So you can understand why I try to stick to my own personal circle of people that give me platforms. Sometimes I'll venture out. you know, depending on the trust level I have with the person or if they presented it to me the right way. But to answer the question that everyone seems to be asking, and why do you keep promoting these? The simple answer is, that's how I roll. Hypes are fun. The thrill of a hype is amazing. Especially if you get a hype that goes the distance. It's a fun ride. Sometimes you're going to lose. Sometimes you're going to learn. I'd say about 95% of the time you'll learn. Only 5% of the time is when you'll lose. And that is when you overextend yourself. When you put way more money into a platform than you were willing to lose, trying to get rich or trying to emulate what you see me do. This is just my journey. Your journey is going to be completely different. We may be in the same platforms, but just because I put in $1,000 does not mean that you put in $1,000. I talk about this all the time. We have to manage our risk, people. Some people don't understand what that means. Some people brush it off when I say it. Whatever. I put in what I want. Matter of fact, I'll put in more than him. Those are the people that learn hard lessons. They learn those hard ones that make them sick. The only reason why people feel sick when these platforms go away is because they overextended themselves and put more than they were willing to lose. There's a reason why I still have a positive posture. We've had platforms fall all 2021. We had big platforms fall. We had little platforms fall. There's not one platform that has lasted since the first day that I started my channel. Not one. And we've made great profits here at BOJ. But we're willing to play the game. Now, if you're not willing to play the game, that is perfectly okay. I always say this when a platform falls. People have choices. You can decide that this is no longer for you. And some people have decided that. They said, this is not for me. I'm going to move on to the more stable platforms, the ones that I can count on, the ones that are responsible investments. Well, here's what I want you to know about responsible investments. The stock market can crash at any time. A company that you believed in can go away at any time. We're talking about real companies. Apple can decide it's closing its doors. Microsoft could decide it's closing its doors, no matter what y'all say. Oh, it has all this, it has all that, it's done all this. It can decide to close its doors. So when we're talking about investing, there's always a risk, and you always have to manage it. Now, if you're not an investor, if you're not cut out for the life of an investor, if you're not willing to lose what you put in, investing is not for you. You find me one company that doesn't have the possibility of closing down. Even churches can close down. And they promote God. They talk about God. And churches can close down. So I say that to say this. I'm going to continue to talk about hypes. Hypes are going to continue to be a part of my journey. They are going to continue to fund some of my bigger projects. The money that I make in hypes are funding some of my bigger projects. And they're going to continue to do so. Now, if that's not how you roll, that's not how you roll. If you don't know how to manage your own risk, learn how to manage risk before you decide to invest anywhere. Anywhere. You could have $100,000 and invest it in some crap company because they sold you on how awesome they were. That could happen to you. Due diligence is needed. Everyone has to do that. And then, of course, you have to be a little lucky sometimes. Not everyone gonna get the golden trophy. Some people get silver and bronze. Some people just get lucky and they're able to run the race. Some people didn't even qualify for the race and are able to run. They got lucky. There's so many variables that go into everything. So I want everybody to know, straight from BOJ's mouth, I'm not going to stop talking about Hyips. I'm not going to stop talking about different platforms that are cranking out crypto no matter what the percentage is, no matter what happens in the space. Unless the government decides that they're going to crack down heavy on Hyips and their hype usage in America or something like that. And even then, we might still find a way to do it. I heard Wyoming has some very nice crypto laws. And I'm from the East Coast. So anyway, I just wanted everybody to hear from my mouth. We're going to get into the Hyips today. We're going to get into the long-term platforms, some of them that we have been a part of for a long time. Some of them I haven't talked about in a while. But we're also going to continue to talk about Hyips, whether they're here today or gone tomorrow. So if that is not for you, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to subscribe to this channel. I'm not a sub-hungry guy, you know. I'm not sitting here begging people to subscribe. I literally say, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified, and only if you want to be notified, y'all go and hit the notification bell as well. All right, this is just a BOJ Speaks. I didn't want to speak too long, but I've gotten a lot of questions that I couldn't really just tie to one platform. They were just general questions like, why are you still doing this? Well, because it's working. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I will see y'all in the next daily video. Peace out.